Hi, I'm John. This is my show, A Sports Reckoning. So, there's supposedly be that Logan Paul just got scammed on this Pokemon shit, right? And it's like, I personally think the entire population is so freaking stupid, you can get them to believe anything, right? And if you don't know that Logan Paul thinks about the population that way, he thinks you're stupid. And his job is to get attention and get people talking about him, get free advertisement. That's what he's doing. So, he's launching this drink company with the KSI. It says, this is his video right here. It says, I started a drink company with KSI. This video was released on January 9th, just a few days ago. So right smack dab in the middle of Logan Paul announcing or the discussion about, that he bought these cards and there might be a big scam, right? So in the middle of them announcing that it maybe got scammed and then him showing that he got scammed, what happened right in the middle of that? Oh, he just launched a brand new drink company. Oh, and it's like, do you really think that Logan Paul wants to be the big business guy selling drinks and shit? No, the whole thing about this is to get a drink, you get it to become popular, and then you sell it to Coke or Pepsi for $1 billion. That's his whole plan. If you don't know that's what his plan is, then you're stupid. And that's why he could do whatever he wants to you, because the population is stupid as fuck. So, the first thing, somebody in the scam of the Pokemon would end up at this moment, if it was real, somebody would be filing an insurance claim, okay? Now, if it's a scam, you can't file an insurance claim because the insurance company is not falling for your scam. Their job is to investigate. They investigate. They don't just pay you out. They don't just say, oh, he made a claim, let's go pay him. They go investigate. Because let's say they got to pay out a $50,000 claim. The insurance company is going to go spend $10,000 on a private investigator to at least do some real work. They're going to go spend 10 grand before they pay it out, to 50,000 just like that. They're going to go figure out if they actually owe this money or not. So you can't scam the insurance company. Like, there's a really good movie, if you ever want to see a movie that explains all this shit. There's a movie called Double Indemnity, and it's the double indemnity clause, life insurance clause. It's a movie called Double Indemnity. But they talk about the insurance company. The guy tells you right off the bat, oh yeah, you can commit your crime and try and get money out of the insurance company, and then you're done, because they've seen it all. They know all the tricks, right? So right off of the bat, anybody who's doing any form of real investigation into this story, what you have to demand now is you have to see the insurance, that somebody filed an insurance claim, with which I would assume it's that baseball card exchange company. If I would assume that they're going to file an exchange to recoup. See, because it's a matter of where's their liability technically. Would their liability be to reimburse the guy who bought the thing? Like, those are the technical things. Or is it just that they reimburse their funds? There has to be something there technically that they would have to be responsible for. And they would have an insurance company to back them up. In case this situation came up and they messed up, they would have an insurance company to bail them out. That's how everything works and shit, right? So first of all, how much money could that baseball card exchange company be worth? How much money could that company actually be worth? They're not that big. It's not that big of a market. What do they actually do? It's a small range of all they're doing is packaging up boxes. It's like, how many boxes out there exist that are even worth for people to wrap them up like that and shit, right? So, first of all, is that company even worth $3 million? That company, the baseball card. So, if Logan Paul told him, he probably didn't spend $3.5 million on the box of cards. What he probably did was spend $3.5 million to give the owners of the baseball card company, the baseball card exchange company. He probably gave them an amount of money which would equal the value of their company. So, because he's pulling a scam with them. He's pulling a scam. He needs them. He needs them to do the scam. He needs some form of a credible authenticator out there to pull the scam. So in order to pull the scam, if they're going to be willing to risk their whole reputation, well, then you've got to pay them what the value of their company is. Okay, so what could that company be worth? Maybe $3.5 million? Is that probably what it's worth? Couldn't be worth much more than that. Can't be that big of it's not that big of a company. How much could it actually be worth? So when you just do a simple thing, it's like, do you think Logan Paul could have bought that baseball card exchange company for $3.5 million? I think he could have. And it's like, well, if he could have bought it for $3.5 million, then he can get those people to get involved in the scam with them because he just bought their company without buying their company. He just paid them off the equal value because his mission here is to get free advertisement. He's getting $100 million worth of free advertisement, and then he's getting what he wants to do is use that so he can sell this drink. So that you guys don't think he's a bad guy. You think he was just scammed. You guys think you're smart and shit. This is like they're playing on all your freaking psychological freaking weaknesses and shit. They played you from the beginning because you got to be. This is the first thing in what they're getting you to think. The population thinks that Logan Paul can just spend $3.5 million. Oh, he's stupid. He'll just spend $3.5 million on some Pokemon cards. That's what you public or think, that people are stupid like that. Are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna tell me a dude like this, who's going to spend $3.5 million on a box of cards, isn't going to pay $50,000 to the most advanced Pokemon experts out there? He would go hire the guy who ran Pokemon. Like, this is like what they would do. You people are stupid as fuck to think that this shit can just happen as how it happened. You're thinking the guy, this is what the population's so fucking stupid. You think that he's just gonna buy that without frickin' doing, it's like, dude, he could have taken $50,000 to the guy who actually would have been in charge of creating that box, packaging it, could have told him every single thing that was identified on that box. Okay, he could have got that for 50 grand. You don't think a guy who's willing to spend $3.5 million on a box of cards was not willing to give an extra 50 grand to really get it authenticated? Who would have authenticated that better? This baseball card exchange or the frickin' president of Pokemon? You don't think he could have got that president of Pokemon to verify for 50 grand or 100 grand? That would have been worth it. Come on, you people are stupid as fuck. There's no way possible a dude like this, a savvy businessman, you people are just dumb. Because the population is dumb. The first thing of the population, what makes you dumb, is when you saw the story about Logan Paul, you believed it. Your job as the population is to not believe it. The video's not evidence, you dumb motherfuckers. You don't know what arrangements took place prior to that. You stupid motherfuckers think that video is evidence. That's how dumb you are. That's how easily fooled you are. Why do they fucking fool you and pull these scams? Because you're fucking stupid.